Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Fix It or Sink It. Last week you saw that we were working on the engine. We got the heat exchanger back together, a few various components stripped off ready for cleaning, and today we're going to have a strip down of the water pump. So the water pump that holds the rubber impeller to pump the coolant water around the engine, I've got that off on the bench. We're going to strip it all down, get the seals out of it, check the bearings, and then I'm going to order up a couple of seals and get those popped back in so we know she's not going to leak oil and she's not going to leak water. So we're going to crack on with that now, at least get that clean and tidy ready for its new seals, and then back onto the engine and we'll do a few little bits on this, ready for painting. For painting, I've ordered a litre of heat-resistant engine enamel in the Beta Red, which is RAL 3002, or Vauxhall Carmine Red, I think it's called. But this is on the RAL 3002 color code. So this is lovely and heat resistant. It can go over the entire engine, and it should be an exact match to the original Beta Marine Red. So that's the plan with the engine. But first, that needs to be clean and prepped and ready to be sprayed. Right, let's crack on. Let's get this water pump stripped and then cleaned, and we can move on to everything else so we can get on to the exciting stuff, painting.
Oh yeah, here we go! Another Friday night, got grease under my nails now. Stripping the water pump from this Beta Marine 10. Gonna rip the impeller out and fix where it all fails now. This engine's gonna run like it's brand new again. Check the shaft play, replace the O-rings. Sand it down to bevel till the old housing sings. Prime it up for painting, forget what the salt sea brings. This Beta Marine's alive again!
These don't look too bad, but we're going to change them anyway. It's a good time to do it. So I need to clean the body of this pump. You can see it was painted Beta Red at one point, so this is going to be sprayed again. The pump itself is in quite good condition, but I'm going to get the wire wheel on it, give it a good clean up, and then it can be reassembled and refitted to the engine ready for spraying. No, I haven't gone forward in time. I'm not Doctor Who, and I haven't suddenly won the lottery and bought a brand new Beta engine. This is a Beta 30. This is a 3-cylinder, brand fire new Beta Marine diesel engine that's here in the workshop waiting to go into a customer's boat. So I thought, seeing as it's here and we're working on our little Beta 10 over there, it would be nice to have a little look around this and just compare the two, because it's quite interesting to see how similar they are. Ooh, a brand new Beta. Don't they look lovely? But hopefully ours will look this good. Look at that plug. That's what I could have done with. Really nice. So, yeah, this is a 3-cylinder engine. 1, 2, 3, which is basically the same as our Beta 10, but with an extra cylinder. Everything looks very much the same, just bigger. The heat exchanger here, it's the same principle, but ours is just about that big. So it's about twice the size. Again, the thermostat housing comes over here, very, very similar in shape and design, just all a bit beefier and bigger. We've got the coolant hose that runs over the top of the engine, down to the water pump, very, very much the same as the Beta 10. And down here we have the water pump. It is a different water pump because obviously it's bigger. This is a bigger engine to cool, but very, very similar in design. Just got a nice clamping ring to hold the water pump in place. But look how they've painted it nice and red. That's how I want ours to look. So, and then moving around, obviously the alternators on this one, we've got our alternator off at the moment, but down underneath the alternator here, you can see the starter motor. I was thinking it was like mine then, because mine's right underneath here, but of course this engine is longer, so it's now mounted here. Beefier starter motor, granted, but all very, very similar. It's all much of a muchness on these engines. Look at that lovely big heat exchanger. This is the new modified design. So where ours has got 1 bolt down here holding these end caps, this has 3 bolts, one here, here, and here. And it doesn't have that silly little sleeve that I had to bond back in on my own. Air filter in the same place. Exhaust is in the same place, but this has got a crossover because this is being fitted to a boat that used to have a Volvo Penta diesel engine in it. So the exhaust needs to go over to the other side of the boat. But yeah, it's quite interesting just to see a brand new Beta 30 in all its glory, sat there on the pallet, just waiting to be fitted, probably this week into the boat. And on that, let's go back to my grotty old Beta 10. Oh dear. Oh, it really doesn't look anywhere near as good at the moment, does it? Hopefully, once she's all sprayed up, she'll look great. Look at that dinky little heat exchanger. Okay, stop chatting, do we? Your subscribers want to see some progress. Let's get this water pump cleaned up. We'll get it in the vise here and give this a nice clean.
Wrenches click on Friday night. Gonna make this engine shine so bright. Pop the housing, swap the seals. This is how redemption feels. Scraping off the old gunk, ready for the primer. A little bit of red and it's a real head turner. My Beta Marine 10 is gonna look so clean. My Beta Marine 10 is gonna look so clean.
There we go. I am happy with that. It's as clean as I'm going to get it. I can't get in all of the nooks and crannies, but I'm not too worried. It's clean, and I've just given it a spray down with some brake cleaner to get the oil off it. And I'm really happy that's ready for the new seals, and then that can be refitted. I've put the kettle on, not because I want a cup of tea, but because I want to have a little look at this and see if it opens. So I'm just going to drop this into boiling water. This opens at 70. So providing that does open the way it should, then there's nothing wrong with that thermostat. Can you see that gap? Right here. If I move it away from the steam, it'll cool down a bit quicker. There it goes, closing up. See that closing? That is the way a thermostat should work. So there's nothing wrong with this. I'm going to put this straight back in. I've just given the thermostat housing a bit of a clean up and put some Permatex gasket sealant on there. It's a non-setting soft gasket compound, only because I haven't got a new gasket for this because I didn't order the kit in the end. So the original gasket is stuck to the housing, a tiny bit of gasket compound, and this can go back down on there. I've just quickly replaced this crankcase breather hose. I've done it because the original was very, very stiff, and I could actually pull it on and off these hose tails really easily. There wasn't a Jubilee clip holding it on, and I could just pull them off both ends. And the hose has gone so hard that even if I put a Jubilee clip round it, I wouldn't have been able to have crushed the hose to hold it in place. So I've just used some nice fuel rated hose. It's only the crankcase breather, but it's still important to have good, nice new hoses on the engine to make sure it's reliable. Next job, let's get the engine clean.
Grease and grime on cast iron, a decade's worth of deep sea miles. Got my wire brush and degreaser, gonna make this engine gleam again like a beating heart that's brand new, ready for the endless ocean blue. Yeah, I'm cleaning this engine for the paint. I'm cleaning this engine for the paint.
Whoa, it looks like a murder scene in here. Well, we have reached that moment where we are going to spray the engine. Wish me luck with this one. So you just saw me prepping everything, giving everything a really thorough, deep clean into every single nook and cranny that I could get into. This engine is as clean as I can possibly get it without stripping it completely to bits. And just off camera then, I have masked up the diesel line fittings, the hoses that I don't want sprayed, the hose tails on the heat exchanger, all that sort of stuff that I don't want to be red. I've masked off, and you know, where you have little labels that say, use this engine oil, this is the make and model of the engine, all that sort of stuff. Masked off all of that. So everything that isn't covered in blue and white masking tape now, theoretically, can be sprayed red, or will be sprayed red. Oh, wish me luck. I hope I don't cover this whole workshop in bright red Beta paint. I won't be very, very popular if that happens. I've covered up everything that I can. Let's give this a go.
£1 sterling for a 24-foot haul. Bill keels wobbling, leaning heavy on the tide. Compression on the mast, crushing down the bulkheads. But Irco timber's gonna fix what I feel. Dodgy 12-volt wire burning out the light. Ripping out the mess, gonna make the future bright. Scrap on the manifest, junk to the eye of the beholder. But the heart of the mariner only grows colder. It's fix it or sink it, the water's getting deep. Fix it or sink it, promises.
That's the first coat done. I'm going to let that dry off a little bit, have a drink, then come back and do a second coat. 10 minutes between coats, time for coat number 2.
On the keels, making them strong, glassing up the bilge, righting every wrong. Then the heart of the beast, beat a marine in the rust. 2-cylinder diesel turning doubt into trust. In a matter of hours, heard the pistons start to growl. 10 horsepower singing harmony, no more silent scowl. £1 turning into legends on the open blue. Fix it or sink it, yeah, you know what I gotta do. It's fix it or sink it, the water's getting deep. Fix it or sink it, promises to the ocean that I'm actually gonna keep. From the build to the mast, yeah, we making it fast. A £1 gamble, watch the resurrection last. Watch it last.
So there we go, that's 3 coats of engine enamel in Beta Marine RAL 3002. And she's looking lovely. And that pretty much wraps up the video for this week. I hope you'll all agree that that is a massive transformation. I am so happy with the way this is coming along. It's absolutely fantastic so far. The electrics on it are now sorted out, just got the loom to clean up a little bit and refit afterwards. You'll notice that the alternator isn't on. That's because that needs a really, really deep clean. It may even need stripping apart because of all the muck, the black soot and everything that's in it. So that's going to be a bench job, and then we'll be painting that at a later date. But then once that's done, that can go back on. And I haven't worried about masking off the filter, the oil filter and the fuel filters, because this engine is going to get a full service once it's all back together before it goes in the boat anyway. So I wasn't too worried about masking off all of that. But I am so happy. That looks absolutely fantastic. I am so pleased. That paint is really, really good. It's a high temperature engine enamel, polyurethane based, and that has sprayed really well. By no means am I a sprayer. I've sprayed a few engines before with rattle cans, but that has sprayed really, really well. And first impressions are looking good. Of course, we'll see when I see it in 24 hours time dry to see whether it's actually still shiny, whether the paint's still on there or if it's all just fallen off. That really wraps up today's video. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate your support. Pop your comments down below if you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I will put a link here to the channel. Go onto that and you can subscribe. And here, I'll put a link to another one of our videos in the series because this is ongoing. We are 26 episodes in, I think, when this goes out, and there is so much more to do. We have got the entire boat to get through. So there is a link. There is your subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. See you next week. Mwah. Good night, engine.